America's tourism industry is collapsing, and honestly, almost no one is paying attention. What was once a $2 trillion economic powerhouse is now bleeding out, losing over $100 billion in just a year. Empty hotels, shuttered restaurants, abandoned attractions. This is the $100 billion crisis no one is talking about. And you know, it's reshaping the soul of the nation, one canceled trip at a time. In recent years, tourism in the United States has faced a significant decline that, frankly, few people are talking about. Once one of the world's top travel destinations, America has seen a massive drop in international and domestic visitors. The impact of this collapse has been enormous, with losses estimated to be around $100 billion. This crisis has affected not just popular tourist spots, but also thousands of small businesses and workers who rely on tourism to make a living. When people think of America's economy, they often think about technology, finance, or manufacturing. Tourism, however, has been a vital part of the nation's economic engine for decades. From the Statue of Liberty to the Grand Canyon, millions of tourists visit iconic landmarks every year, spending money on hotels, restaurants, and entertainment. This spending supports millions of jobs and helps local economies thrive. But since 2020, these numbers have been in decline. Travel restrictions, visa delays, health fears, and other barriers have kept many would-be visitors at home. Even as other countries have recovered their tourism numbers, America has struggled to keep up. According to experts, international tourism to the United States fell by more than 50% in the past few years. In 2019, international travelers spent nearly $250 billion in the United States. By 2024, that number had dropped dramatically, causing, a ripple effect across the economy. Domestic tourism, too, has been slow to recover. While some states like Florida and Nevada have seen a rebound, many others continue to struggle. What makes this crisis even more severe is that it's not evenly felt. Big cities like New York, Los Angeles, and San Francisco have seen a major drop in tourism dollars. Small towns that rely on seasonal visitors have been hit even harder. For many of these communities, tourism isn't just a nice bonus, it's actually the backbone of the local economy. The loss of tourism dollars doesn't just affect hotels and tour companies. Restaurants, museums, shops, and transportation services all rely on visitors to stay afloat. When fewer tourists come, these businesses see lower revenues and are often forced to lay off workers or close altogether. In rural areas, small motels and family-owned attractions have been especially vulnerable. Some places have even become ghost towns, just waiting for visitors who never arrive. For workers, this crisis has meant lost jobs and reduced hours. Many of these jobs are in industries that don't offer remote work options, leaving employees without alternatives. Bus drivers, tour guides, and hotel staff have all faced job insecurity and financial stress. One of the key reasons for the tourism collapse is honestly the backlog in visa processing. Many travelers need a visa to visit the United States, but the wait times have grown to several months or even years in some cases. This really discourages a lot of people from even trying to visit. On top of that, stricter visa policies and concerns about safety have made the United States a less attractive destination. While countries like France and Italy have streamlined their visa processes and are actively welcoming tourists back, America has been, pretty slow to adapt. As a result, travelers who might have chosen the United States are simply going elsewhere. America's tourism industry also faces, growing competition. Countries in Europe and Asia have launched aggressive campaigns to bring back visitors. They've reduced barriers, ramped up marketing, and even offered special incentives. Meanwhile, the United States has struggled to coordinate a nationwide recovery plan. This lack of focus has left America at a real disadvantage. Destinations like Japan, Spain, and Thailand have seen major rebounds in tourism. In contrast, the United States is missing out on billions of dollars in spending that could help boost the economy. Another piece of the puzzle is climate change and environmental concerns. Some travelers are rethinking long-haul flights because of their carbon footprint. Eco-conscious tourists are looking for greener destinations, and honestly, some see the United States as less eco-friendly compared to other options. Natural disasters also play a role. Wildfires in the west and hurricanes in the south have made some areas seem risky or unsafe for travel. This adds another layer of uncertainty that keeps visitors away. Despite these challenges, there is hope. Many industry experts say that with the right policies and investments, America can bring back tourists and rebuild its reputation as a top destination. Streamlining visa processes, improving safety and health measures, and launching targeted marketing campaigns can help attract visitors again. States and cities that have focused on these strategies have already seen some improvement. For example, cities that invested in virtual tours, online experiences, and flexible booking options have done better than those that didn't. Local leaders are learning that adapting to new travel trends is key to survival. In 2025, a surprising trend is, reshaping U.S. tourism as travelers shy away from iconic destinations. From Times Square to the Grand Canyon, dwindling visitor numbers are leaving hotels empty and small towns struggling to survive. In this video, we investigate the surprising reasons behind this decline, ranging from negative treatment at borders to a changing global perception of America. With a projected $100 billion loss in tourism income, the impact is, honestly, profound. Discover how countries like Mexico are benefiting as the U.S. faces a critical moment to reclaim its welcoming image. Join us as we explore the future of travel in America and what it takes to restore trust. In 2025, something just feels different across America. Times Square is quiet. The Grand Canyon echoes with silence. Streets that once welcomed crowds of travelers now seem, well, empty. The lights are still shining, the landmarks are still here, but the people are gone. It's not protests, it's not boycotts, it's something quieter. People just stopped coming. Hotels sit half empty. Airports are calmer than usual. In towns that depend on tourism, small stores are closing early, or, closing for good. This isn't just about money, it's about something deeper. The world is changing how it sees the United States. Let's explore why travelers are turning away, what this means for America, and why fixing it won't be easy. Tourism in the United States is, falling fast. In 2024, the travel and tourism industry added more than $2.6 trillion to the economy and supported over 20 million jobs. But in 2025, things have changed. International visitor spending is expected to drop by over 7%, costing the country nearly $12.5 billion. Airlines are seeing fewer bookings. Through April alone, international air arrivals dropped 2.5%. Canadian border crossings fell by 15% in the same month. That's not just a slowdown, it's a sharp decline. And every empty hotel room, every canceled tour, and every missed booking adds up. The numbers are only part of the story. Behind them are real people, real experiences, and honestly, real frustrations. Take the story of two teenagers from Germany. In early 2025, they arrived in Hawaii for what was supposed to be a fun 5-week vacation. But instead of heading to the beach, they were stopped at the airport. Even though they had valid travel documents, they were questioned for hours, strip-searched, and kept in a holding room overnight. The reason? They didn't have every hotel night pre-booked. The next day, they were sent back to Germany. Their story spread quickly across social media in Europe. And they're not alone. Australians have reported being searched and held without cause. Canadians have been questioned about their political opinions. Travelers from the United Kingdom, Spain, and France have shared similar experiences. Big cities like New York or Los Angeles might have enough traffic to stay afloat. But small towns? They're being pushed to the edge. National park gateways, beach towns, ski resorts, and local attractions across the country rely heavily on tourists, especially international ones. These communities don't have a backup plan. When travelers stop coming, there's no plan. B. Hotels are slashing prices, souvenir shops are cutting staff, tour guides are going weeks without work. For some towns, this is more than a tough season, it's a threat to their survival. It's not just individuals making different choices, governments are getting involved too. By mid-2025, Canada, Germany, France, and the UK had all issued official travel advisories for the United States. The messages were clear: think twice before going. Reasons include safety concerns, inconsistent border treatment, and increased political tensions. Travelers take these advisories seriously, and so do airlines. By March, over 320,000 airline seats between Canada and the US were cut. 1 million fewer Canadians crossed the border in early 2025 compared to the year before. German and Spanish visits dropped over 20%. UK visits fell 15%. These are not minor dips, they are sharp, worrying declines. Tourism is more than dollars and cents. It's also about influence. For decades, visiting the US meant more than just seeing landmarks. It was a way for people around the world to experience American culture firsthand. Meet its people, hear its stories, bring home their own impressions. That's called soft power, the ability to shape how others see your country without using force. It's powerful, and it's hard to measure. But in 2025, that influence is fading. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel by clicking the bell icon next to it. Stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.